What's up, YouTube family?
What's
Got
up,
your boy
what's up?
Clem and your girl
Shan
reacting to another Mad Wash reacts to TikTok marriage advice. You know what? I can picture myself running to TikTok, for marriage advice.
Oh yeah?
Yes. I see it clearly, and this is what's going through my mind.
Okay, go.
I'm going to TikTok. When I'm going through anything in this relationship, I'm going to TikTok. Like I see myself loading in. See what TikTok says about this. Can you picture that?
I can't picture that. And I also think that you would probably be better off going to talk to the animals at the zoo than you would getting advice
Which animals?
from. It doesn't even matter
Because I'm
which
taking
one.
it personal. You better not say monkeys. Which animals?
The fishes. The fishes.
All right, guys, let's get into this Mad Wash, man. Reacting to TikTok marriage advice. How you found this anyway?
It popped up yesterday when I was at the gym, and I was like, oh, "Are they telling us we need marriage advice?"
Maybe.
But we went to go see a professional counselor. This is TikTok.
In which she did all the talking.
I
right?
think we should have just went
She
to
did
TikTok.
all the talking. Let's let
You
her
know how
talk.
much money we probably would have saved if we went to TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
We probably wouldn't be here together right now, but we would have went to TikTok and got some marriage advice. All right, let's do it.
So for everybody's favorite communist holiday, Labor Day, we thought we'd come outside and do a little cookout again with our favorite company, Good Ranchers, who have supplied all the food. And we've returned to my roots in my old studio here in front of the sheet. Now that we're here, actually, I'm not exactly sure why we have the sheet here. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but we have it, so we're just gonna roll with it. And as we tend to do as any good dad, as I'm flipping burgers here, I'm gonna give a little bit of advice based on the TikTok marriage advice that's out there. So it's really gonna be more of a corrective. We'll watch some of those videos. I'll tell you why they're wrong, and then I'll tell you what the actual good advice is. So let's go. Let's get started.
What is the best age to get married? It's not in your 20s. It's a better idea for you to get married in your 30s because you've gone through all the changes and you are more settled. You come into your own in your 30s. And I think that's a very good time to get married. I got married when I was 30 and I'm married for 41 years now.
All right, so that's relationship advice from a divorce lawyer. So that we know we're already on the wrong footing. Like taking relationship advice from a divorce lawyer, it's like I don't know, taking advice from a shark on where the best swimming spots are.
I told you animals at the zoo.
Oh,
I said
man.
fishes. He said
Okay.
shark.
So you don't watch it already, huh?
Well, no, I forgot what it was.
Oh, okay. All right.
What?
So there's no longer
There's a
considered blind
real-
reaction.
Huh?
It's no longer
I
considered
never
blind
said that.
reaction. Okay.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Just asking.
Conflict of interest there. And so she says, well, you should wait till you're in your 30s to get married. And she knows because she is very good at breaking up marriages, helping marriages dissolve. And so we're supposed to take her advice. Now, look, you could get married at any time in your adult life and potentially have a successful marriage. There are people who get married in their 60s and it's death to do we part. Now, that way it's kind of easier actually when you get married very late because you don't have very long until you're dead. And so you can have that success in that sense. Kind of running out the clock, I guess. But in general, like what should we advise people to do as a general policy? We should obviously advise them to get married younger. And there are a couple of reasons for that. One reason is that biology exists, okay, despite what we hear from the left. Biology is a real phenomenon. And what that means is that our biological clocks are ticking, especially for women. So if you wait until your mid-30s to get married, it might be too late to have a family. My wife is married with our number 5 and 6 right now, okay? And because we like to double up when we have kids. And they're already telling her she's 35. They told her this technically counts as a geriatric pregnancy at the age of 35. That's real. So she's like,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Geriatric. Oh my God. I'll be 40 in November. Does that mean Am I already geriatric?
No, you okay?
What about you?
Nah,
You're not geriatric?
I'm just all types of crazy.
So you're gonna wait until you're in geriatric pregnancy mode to get married to begin with? Doesn't make a lot of sense. And also, the other point is that if you get married younger, then you're building a life with someone rather than building your adult life first and then trying to inject somebody else into it. And that can cause problems because then you feel like, well, this is mine, this is my life, and you feel like they're intruding on it. There's real value in starting young and like being on the ground floor together as you build your life together. So that's terrible advice. Let's check out the next one.
This has completely changed our relationship. So at the beginning of every month, you write down new ways that you can love your person. Either things you can do for them or things you can do with them. And you cut up the pieces of paper, you fold it, and you put it in something to pull from. And then every morning, you both choose one piece of paper and find time just to do that one thing. It forces you to be intentional, and it works. Do it.
Is it married? Oh, it's a lesbian. It's a lesbian thing. All right. We're doing a cookout in the parking lot. There's someone loading a truck behind us. I don't know if you can hear that. But anyway, so what we hear from that relationship advice is that you want to write little cute things you're going to do for each other and put it on a slip of paper and then put it into a hat and pick it out of the hat at the beginning of the day. This is what happens when you get relationship advice from someone who's never like been in a relationship. That's the kind of idea. It's like if you're 16 years old, that's the kind of idea your girlfriend might have. And it's in reality, like living your everyday life, you're not going to stick. First of all, you're not going to stick to a plan like that. If my wife came to me and said, "Oh, we're gonna write our goals for each other on slips of paper, and we're gonna pick it out of a," what? I'm not gonna do that. What the hell are you talking about? We got kids to deal with. Like, we don't have time for this. Also, if you can think of good ways to act towards your spouse, just do that. Don't write it on paper, because how does that work?
Yeah.
It's like if your wife comes to you and says, "Oh, I want you to listen more to me. You're not listening enough." And then I say, "Oh, sorry, it wasn't on the slip of paper today. I didn't pull it out. That's why I can't do that one." If you have good ideas of how you're supposed to treat your spouse, just enact it right away. Start living that. Don't try to turn it into a cute little game. More terrible advice. What else do we got?
My husband and I recently changed something in our communication, and let me tell you, it has changed everything. Our new house rule is every time that you have some constructive criticism for the other person, you have to lead with 2 positive reinforcing comments. One has to be physical and one has to be mental. For example, the other day, my husband decided that he didn't like the way I dried off our cutting knives. So instead of just coming to me after a long day of being a mom and abruptly telling me that he needs me to dry off the knives better, he started with the 2 compliment rule. He said, "Hannah, I can tell that you have been working really hard as a mom this week, and that does not go unnoticed." And then he told me that my butt looked cute in my jeans. Do you think that you could maybe do a little bit of a better job drying off these cutting knives? In the end, this small change in our communication has drastically changed the dynamic of everything. This week has felt lighter, we've had more fun, and I feel like we've gotten in less fights. So I hope this helps.
No, it doesn't help. Okay, that bullshit advice does not help. First of all, that's a trap, man, to begin with. So when your wife comes to you and says, "Oh, no, I..."
He said, "Doesn't help."
They tell us to put that on report cards.
Can we push play?
I can take constructive criticism, but just say something positive first. It's not going to work in practice, okay? Because you could lead with 50 things you like about them. You could spend an hour listing, "Honey, this is what I love about you," and then just spend an hour listing stuff. As soon as you get to the bad thing, that's the headline right there, and all the other stuff dissipates, okay? It evaporates. So just don't believe that in the first place.
I think that when you do that, it's considered nice nasty.
Yes.
I'm being nice, but now I'm finna get nasty.
But like he said, he made a good point, because all that nice you done said, and then you done come at the end with
But then
something.
the thing is that you'll start expecting.
I only heard
you
that.
start expecting that. You like, okay, you saying something, 2 things that's nice. Now you finna say something that's nasty.
Yeah, I'm already.
I'm
I
waiting
already
on
know.
it. So you don't hear nothing that person is saying nice. You're like, just get to it.
Yeah, just
Eventually,
tell me.
you like, just get to it.
Just tell me at this point.
Just get to it. Okay, just get to it.
Place. And then on the other end of it, as a man, I don't want that. Don't come to me. Like I know the setup. Just get to the point. So as soon as my wife comes in and says, "Honey, you know, I really like how you ironed your pants this morning, and I think you're a nice person." Okay, yeah. What you're about to criticize me? Get to it. Come on. What is it going to be? What did I do this time? Just what helps more in a marriage. Take it from me. Is just to be direct.
Yeah.
And get to the point. Cut to the chase. If you have a problem, say it.
Yeah.
And then you move on with your lives, because everything we're hearing so far from TikTok is just ways of like drawing all.
You know what? I'm sorry. I didn't want to pause it again, but when my wife come to me and say we need to talk, what I'm like, the first thing I said, what happened? What did I do? It's nothing. It's not okay. I'm just trying to figure out what did I do. So I got a whole line of stuff that's playing in my mind. Did I say something, or did I talk to her earlier? And what did I get smart? What's going on? So I think every man feels that way.
But that's a babe. We need to talk, and then your mind just, oh my God, what I done did.
Yeah, because you get used to that key word is we need to talk.
But at least we didn't do what she just did, or what she just advised.
What did she advise?
Give two positives and a negative.
Man, that's what worked for
Let's
them,
just
man.
put
That's
it
what
on a
worked for them.
report
I've gotten to that point. You know, I get what Matt Walsh is saying, but
get to it.
Whatever you got, whatever makes your work, whatever floats your boat. That's what the old person told me. Whatever floats your boat. If you feel that works for you, y'all want to do two positive, then come back with a negative. I mean, it is what it is.
All of this out and making it into a bigger deal than it needs to be. Just say, she didn't do a good job drying off the cutting knives. Is that the complaint? That seems like a pretty petty thing to complain about in the first place. But
so he was watching her. I don't like how he dried them knives off.
Why you dried the
small one? Was she looking at him while she was drying the knives off?
Why you looking
at me like that?
But if that's an issue for you, just go and tell her, honey, dry the cutting knives next time, okay? Look at the streaks on it. You're causing problems. That's all you got to do. No problem. All right, what do we got?
She's like a baby.
Okay, that's it. That's right. I get the point. First of all, I'm just burning the hell out of these burgers. It's not my fault. This TikTok is distracting me. Don't use TikTok while you're over an open flame. Okay, that's the first bit of advice. Second is, if you're making a TikTok video, why just say what you want? Once again, this is the theme. Get to the point. What is the thing on TikTok now where they don't even speak? They just look into the camera while there are words coming up on the screen. I did that a few weeks ago because I'm a laryngitis survivor. So if you have laryngitis, if you're mute or something, I understand it. But I don't think that's the case for her. And what's the point that she's making? She's saying, well, women sometimes feel unappreciated, and then she's going through the list of all the things that the wife deals with, and she's dealing with the kids, and she has to clean the house and all that kind of stuff. And I get it. But the thing that will kill a marriage more than anything is self-pity. Okay, so that's when I watch that video, I don't see a woman who's like put upon and oppressed. Everything she's listing, that's just part of life. We all have roles in life.
Yeah.
And work is part of life. So whether you're a man or woman, whatever you're doing in the house, you're gonna have to work. When you have kids, even more so. It takes work.
Yeah.
So you're working, the husband's working, everybody's working all the time.
Work, man.
We've got the sad piano music, and she's listing all these really normal things she has to do in her life. I'm not seeing a problem of a woman being oppressed. I'm seeing a problem of someone who is drowning in self-pity.
Right.
To the point of they're like even putting their own story up on TikTok with sad piano music in the background. Get over yourself. Realize that life is work. Life is suffering. And once you come to accept that, you'll have, if not joy, maybe some contentment. I say this to my wife all the time. She loves it when I say that to her. What's next?
You know how when you ask me what I want to eat, and then I say I don't know?
Right.
And then we go in circles, and then sometimes we even get in an argument about that. Or like you ask me like what I want to do, and then I'm like, I don't know. And then
It's the Notebook scene.
Okay,
What do you want?
yeah.
It's not that simple.
I feel like I do know, but I'm saying I don't know because I wish
Right.
you would just be in your masculine and take the lead.
Okay.
And it makes me feel like I have to make all the decisions and decide everything, and it kind of pisses me off. And so I'm saying I don't know because I wish you would just take the lead.
Okay, so you want me to take the lead actually more, and especially in decision-making processes.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're being in the masculine role. You know, the irony is I'm trying not to be toxic masculine. I'm trying not to be disrespectful, and so I'm trying to make sure and give you an equal say, an equal, option and opinion. And I'm actually trying to help you feel included in that decision-making process. But what I'm hearing is actually that you don't necessarily want that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like you need to worry about being domineering unless you were going to force me to do something and no, I said we're doing this today. You don't have a say. That would be domineering.
I
But
see.
when you take the lead and then you're open to me being like, no, actually, I don't want that, then that's really healthy. So, but I actually really prefer you to take the lead and make decisions so I can be in my feminine. And I actually love most of the decisions that you make, and it feels good.
Awesome.
All right. Good. So, finally, a little bit of sanity. You see glimmers of it every once in a while on TikTok. And I never thought I'd find it on a channel called, what was that channel called? The Yoga Couple. Well, so before we get to that, here's the bad news. The woman is married to this guy and she wants him to be masculine. Well, unfortunately for you, you married a guy with long hair who does yoga. So that was out the window to begin with. But now it's actually very sad because she's like, I married this overgrown child. I married a guy that looks like, a 15-year-old sporting his first goatee. And she just wants masculinity in the marriage, but she can't have it. So it's a very sad and tragic thing. Meanwhile, this guy has been conditioned by society that toxic masculinity is bad and, we want to have equality of the sexes. And this is what he's been told. And so he's been living that way. And now he's being told by his wife, no, I actually want you to be a man because that's what you are. And he's sitting there like, oh, really? You mean you want me to be a man? You want the man to be a man? I didn't know. I'm sorry. Because that's the reality. No matter what we're told by society, society tries to condition.
That has to be 2 new burgers. It can't be the same 2 burgers that was on there since, it's been 13 minutes.
Those are different burgers.
There have to be 2.
They have to be 2 different
Bring me
burgers.
2 more burgers.
They're not the same burgers.
It's not the same burgers.
Because I think he burnt them at the first video, or the second video.
Real beef.
Well, he gave an advertisement at the beginning, so it's probably...
It is real beef, right? What do you get from that? What she was saying?
So I can't.
Your opinion.
I can't eat if you don't choose the restaurant.
And you can't eat if I don't choose a restaurant.
Yes, I want you to be a man. Choose what we eat at every day.
Me be eating what I like.
That's okay. That's okay. That is okay.
That's what you get from that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go back to Matt Walsh.
Pushing us away from our natural inclinations, from natural law in many ways. But no matter what they do, it can't change it. Is that in most scenarios, a woman is with a man because she wants a man. A man's with a woman because he wants a woman. And yes, she wants you to take the lead. Now, she might not like it when you put it like that. Okay, so deciding on where you're going to eat. She might not want you to say, honey, I'll take the lead here. I'll tell you where we're going to eat. She doesn't want you to say that. She just wants you to do it. decide where you're gonna eat and tell her, and she'll live with it. So that's good advice.
Trip me out.
That one you could take to the
I
bank.
would think that, we both decide where you want to eat at. Hey, babe, what you think about tonight?
If we have a taste
and then I may
for it.
say something, and then we come to an agreement on what.
But if you want something different, I don't mind. Hey, you go.
Yeah, if I get something different, you get something different.
But it's
As long
about
as we eating and enjoying ourselves, right?
Yeah.
That's all that
as long
matters.
as we eat and enjoy ourselves.
Wow.
I don't eat sushi, so I have to find me something else.
I had a friend, man. I'm riding in the car with him and his wife, man. I was like 18 at the time, and they was an older couple. And he asked his wife, he said, "What do you want to eat?" We was on Main Street, and we had a Burger King, Sheiks, and a Crystals. And she said Hardee's. He looked at her. He said, "You do this every time. 3 restaurants. You do this every time." Now they just started fighting, and immediately he just put a head to the window. I said, "Oh my God, y'all can let me out right here." I eat at the Sheiks.
So you got 3 restaurants.
Yes.
She named a whole 4th one.
Yes.
Which is on not too far away, but it's still not.
No,
a
Hardee's is actually
area.
what?
Hardee's was
About
what?
10 miles away.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
And I don't think they.
But I wouldn't,
But why would you want
I would
Hardee's?
just, this is what I would have did. I would
Hardee's only good for breakfast.
I
in my
would
opinion.
have said, "Okay, babe, I'm gonna get mine from Sheiks, and then when I pull around through the drive-thru, we're gonna switch spots, and you can ride the hardest."
Oh, definitely not. No, that Hardee's would not be getting got because I'm not driving.
But after that,
But-
after that, I never caught a ride home with them again. That was it for me. I said, "That's this." I was scared that to say another restaurant. I mean, what are you gonna do to me?
I'll just take some water. Out of where we go.
All the rest of it, you can toss into the wood chipper, like so much else that we get on TikTok. And I think I'll just get to grilling these pieces of charcoal that I have here. Remember, Good Ranchers is where you should get all your meat. And also,
I'm gonna check them out.
have a great Labor Day, you communists.
Hey man, that's hey TikTok. Get all your information from there, man.
Don't get all your information from there. Go to they have licensed therapists that you could see instead of a TikTok. Take it with a grain of salt, really. With that, I mean,
what I think that what works for you and some of the information that they was giving.
Some of it.
I mean, the little letters out of the thing. I mean, I think that was cute, but what I'm talking about. You pick a letter out and and you read it, whatever.
boy, if you don't buy me a card and just keep it moving.
But what they was saying was they was like,
Listen,
okay,
I'm
we're gonna
not-
do these things.
I'm not ripping paper and putting them in a thing. Now,
That's for our relationship. We're not gonna do anything like that.
we
We're not gonna do anything
we
like
will
that.
buy cards. I'm not ripping no papers up, and then I gotta do it every month. What if I don't choose one that I want to hit that day?
Put a year worth of paper in there. But other than that, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna give you guys a big piece. Always listen to TikTok. They got the best marriage advice.
So listen to this, man. Peace.